Okay, and we're back. And we fully have Lee Dragonblood with us now.
Good morning.
Apologies, everybody out there. But he's back. She's back in action.
I'm going to say that for it, Rain, and Balasar, you follow Kiana through Tonggod. And it's interesting because Tonggod has been cleaned up a little bit. There aren't any more kobold or goblin bodies. There aren't. You look at specifically the spots where you remember Rain. You remember Lee throwing up, and it's been there's definitely at least one sanitation worker who's really taking their job seriously.
Good memories.
And Kiana, he makes some small talk and asks it. So, I like that you have Raymond, but what is your story? You are just a child, yeah, and you follow around with these adults. It is most impressive. I wish I had your gumption when I was your age. What made you decide to follow them?
Oh yeah, it's not really gumption. I guess I didn't have another choice. I was just minding my business in the forest when all these kobolds came and kicked me out of home. And then I ran into these guys and they were like, do you want to come along? It might be fun. So I said, cool, okay.
And he laughs and goes, fun. Pursuing the fun is always a worthwhile life experience choice. My words are not very good, but they have a necessary meaning that I think are important.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. We've punched all the kobolds and we've had lots of drinks. Yep. It's been satisfactory.
Are you old enough to be drinking?
What?
Are you old
judging
enough
me
to be
because
drinking?
of my age?
I'm not judging you. I was just asking if you're old enough to be drinking. Isn't it gonna stunt your growth or something? Is that how that works?
I'm not dead yet.
Cast message to Kiana. Cast message cantrip to Kiana.
Sure. What do you cast?
Okay, Kiana. Hey, buddy. It's all good now. We have a private channel, so if we can. If you just want to talk, just me to you, and we don't have to worry about these two.
And Kiana goes oh, I am hearing a voice. And then he looks straight at Balasar and goes how are you doing that, blue one? Your magic is very powerful.
You and your fucking.
Are you talking about us behind our back?
Bastard. I bet he was. I bet he was talking shit about you.
Balasar just goes
bitter.
All musicians are the same.
And
sexy and beautiful.
Bengali laughs and looks at Rain and goes
manipulative.
Yeah, all musicians are very
mostly beautiful.
And then
I meant backstabbers, but okay.
And he goes backstabbers, yes, and beautiful and talented.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Rain, I think you're missing the point. Beautiful and talented.
And backstabbers.
And he goes,
never trust them. Kid,
at least they're not pocket pickers.
Never trust a musician.
Picker?
Right? This guy is crazy.
You, and you're very bad at it.
Who?
Kiana.
Do I have to recall the amount of time?
Why are you yelling at a child? What is wrong with you, dude?
Equal treatment for all.
Wow.
You annoy us, we annoy you.
You idiot.
What do you mean? You keep stealing my stuff. That's why I get annoyed. Okay.
No, your music is terrible. That's why we get annoyed.
To private channel.
Okay,
it's okay, Kiana. Don't worry about them. It's just they're just usual things.
Kiana goes, it is sad that the little one does not like our music. I thought our music was very good.
I know they don't like music. I don't know what's wrong with them. They just don't appreciate the arts.
It's very possible that they just like different types of music. Maybe we just need to play some
something that doesn't rhyme.
Something that doesn't rhyme. Maybe we need to do some. We need to do a poetry jam.
Maybe we do need to do a poetry jam. That doesn't rhyme.
Poetry
then-
slam.
Poetry doesn't need to rhyme.
And then he looks at Kiana looks at Balasar and goes like, "Yeah, because I like my coffee, but I don't like it when it's not tea. I think I'm good."
going on?
Genius.
Did we hear that? Did we hear that?
Yeah, he's just like
I
out loud.
think we just did.
Oh my god, that was amazing! Did you see that kid? Did you hear that kid? Balasar, you need to take notes from this guy.
Yeah.
How
No,
about,
that's normal cheesy business that you
how
did.
about it's awesome. It's awesome when your heart is full, but it's absolutely crap when your pockets are empty because someone stole things from it.
Yes.
I don't get it.
I feel it.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Lacking a bit of emotion, but okay.
Anyway,
Little bishop.
Kiana brings you
Simple.
all to a large. It looks a little bit like a barn. It looks a little bit like a barn house, and it on the top of it says Tonggod Smithy. And he opens up the two mass doors, and inside of it you see a wagon that has been prepared, and it seems to be full of it seems to be full of massive chests and massive sacks. And from like the sack that's towards the end, he just pulls out a sword, and he says, "This was a big order, but I'm very proud of what I've done. We are going to be selling all of these swords over in Tarsus. Their military efforts, they need it mostly for their garrison. They have been facing a lot of barbarian incursions, and well, they pay top dollar for good work, and I am a good worker."
Yeah, you can handle a big order, all right.
What does it mean?
Nothing. He just look at all these swords that he. Wow, these are nice. Can I hold one of
Amazing.
those? Wow.
And he hands it
Craftsmanship.
over to Ray to examine.
Yeah, great. This craftsmanship is just fantastic. Great. Yeah.
Best I've
Yeah.
ever
See this
seen.
kid? Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
I've never seen this many swords.
work ethic.
This is probably gonna be at least like, from what you can see, it's maybe at least an estimation would be 200 to 300 swords. And you can tell that there are other packages in the back that look like they're different shapes.
So we have to carry
transport
all of these.
Oh,
And
we're
he
not
laughs and goes
carrying
like-
this.
No, child. You are escorting this wagon that will be doing the carrying. And he looks over and waves at a small, I'm gonna say a small teenage boy. Looks like he's going through. He's just started puberty. Red hair, green eyes, big smile, and that is Ron. He is a stable boy. He will bring the horses.
Hey, Ron.
Run.
And Ron goes, "Hi," but he doesn't say anything else. And then he goes and comes back with 2 horses that they hitch up to the wagon. And Kiana he greets them like old friends, and he says, "These are my horses. This is freedom, and this is miracle."
Oh.
And then Ron pulls up a few other horses, and he says, "I will need you all to choose which one you will ride. Unfortunately, I think I said 6, but there are only 5 horses here." But he looks at it and says, "But that should be okay because it can ride with someone else."
Yeah, you can ride with someone else.
Yeah, someone else.
I can run the whole way there.
I mean,
If I
sure,
need to.
if you wanna. But, I mean, horsemanship is a good skill to learn, kid.
And Kiana looks at both Rain and Balasar really confused and goes, if no one wants to take the child, then the child can ride with me.
Yay! Can we do that?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I want to be stuck with them anyway.
I don't think you want to sit near me.
Yeah,
It's just not a good idea.
So he says, I will introduce the horses later with the rest of the party. And then, like, I'm going to say that together you make your way back to the Demon Frog.
Dibs on lucky day.
But
I'm excited.
outside the Demon Frog, you see Cleopatra, her parents, and they're talking to 3 new figures. And for Jess, I will reintroduce them. You see a half-elf woman who has a brown piece of cloth around her throat, it's like a choker. You see a tall human man who has a brown sash around his right leg, and upon observation, it looks like his left leg is completely fine, but his right leg might be metal.
Sweet.
And you see a dwarf cleric who has a brown piece of cloth over his eyes.
Oh, nice. What a combo.
Yeah. And
What
Kiana
is going
walks
on
up.
here?
Yeah, Kiana walks up as, hello, what seems to be, is there a problem? And Cleopatra walks up to him, gives him a hug and says, no, Uncle Kiana, it's okay. I'm just going to be following these people to my new house. And everyone who looks past them, they see Chester and Rita, who still are like really bewildered by what's going on. What does the whole party do in terms of discussion?
Well, if Backbone and Zie Ling are there.
Yeah.
Guys, what is happening?
Yeah, so these 3, they claim that they're clergy of the deity, the scholar, and they're taking Cleopatra, who's apparently the oracle, to this place called Dugod. And I've had a chat with Cleopatra, and she seems quite comfortable with it. So, yeah, that's what's happening. I'm fairly comfortable with Cleopatra leaving with these 3, but I don't know about Zie Ling.
Are you? Okay, what does Zie Ling think?
I'm inclined to go with Cleopatra.
I just don't think we should separate. That's what I think, because we've agreed to help out Kiana, didn't we?
Yeah, I went back.
Right.
We got.
We were really drunk when we were discussing that.
Yeah, all of you were drunk except me, so I can.
Yeah, I don't. The place that they're going is in the opposite direction Kiana needs to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
so that's another.
He needs to deliver those weapons to a garrison that's being attacked by, what was it, barbarians or something?
And we have agreed to do that. So I don't like breaking my word. Although, yeah. So what do you guys think?
How long will it take to deliver the weapons?
Let's ask Kiana.
Kiana says, like I said last night, possibly 4 to 5 days there, 4 to 5 days back. And Cleopatra pipes up. No, I'm going to say not Cleopatra. I'm going to say that the other man who has since introduced himself as Tane, he goes,
nice.
Roughly the same. Maybe 5 to 6 days heading southwest.
Okay.
But in order to get to the island of Dugod, we have to cross the water. So we will, at least part of our trip will be by boat.
Well,
It's split up and meet back at the Demon Frog in 10 days.
Well, I'm not a fan, so I'm going with Kiana.
Well, I don't mind if we split, but I'd feel if Backbone, I'd feel a lot better, Backbone, if we were to split and you were to be in that other group, that you're there, because we need someone responsible We need a responsible adult in that group. So
Oh,
that's what I.
Don't say that.
but I have to go
Are you
with-
saying this in
I mean-
front of everybody? That's not very unifying.
I speak. I have to speak the truth. I'm a bard.
I kind of agree. Backbone is pretty responsible.
But do we want to split up? I mean,
Well, there's nothing keeping us together.
Well, I have to go with my boy Keanu because yeah.
with your boy.
Can I
Ling?
ask Zie Ling why you want to? What's your intentions behind following Cleopatra?
I cannot explain it other than that it's this. I just know that I should go.
Like
Well,
a
as you
6
feel-
kind of thing?
You could say that, yes.
All right.
Oh,
Good luck.
honestly, I'm also curious about visiting the place of the scholar.
I want to go
We
there
did.
too.
But we do owe Kiana, Chester, and Rita for their hospitality.
Can we ask Kiana if he would be happy for like one or two of us to not be with him? If it came to that.
Well, if we go splitsies, I think we should have a good balance. So, because
Wait,
Kiana needs
is it-
warriors.
DM, is it okay if we split?
You guys choose.
It's okay.
I would rather not. So that's my thing. I think we should all
Oh.
honor our contract with Kiana. So that's what I'm saying. What about Lewis?
There's two options. We can
we
either
go to
deliver
Dubai
Kiana,
afterwards?
and then we can go see if they delivered the girl to where they said they were going to. I guess
So
that's
go
not-
with Kiana first, and then we go.
and then
head
we
off
can
to
go
Dugard.
to the diamond.
Yep.
Yeah. to
Okay. Yeah, we just have to trust that they are actually doing what they're doing then.
go. They're capable of doing it.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Jen.
Oh,
Otherwise, we have to split.
Say that again.
I was gonna say, what if it's too late? By then.
Yeah, that's a risk we're taking. Yeah.
These guys are three warriors who've obviously gotten here fine by themselves.
Yeah, but they didn't have the oracle with them.
I think the only reason I think it's okay is because I believe in Cleopatra.
Yeah, Cleo
She-
says it's okay.
Yeah,
I reckon if we have
she's-
at least one healer in each party, then we should be okay. That dibs Kiana
Yeah,
party.
true.
we shouldn't split up. That's what I
If Cleo says it's okay, there's no reason why.
Mm.
Like she's been right so
Exactly,
many
yeah.
times.
So many examples, please.
Like when
All those
they were
times
playing
she's been creepy.
when they're playing Go Fish or something
Yes,
like that.
yeah, she
was
won
very
so
good.
many games of
Man,
fish
I
against.
I don't know how. Such a good kid.
It's like she's an
If we do,
oracle.
yeah, I guess if we do split up, I would go with Cleo because I'm curious about everything she's told me.
We might be splitting A. Mustaq, I don't think you're going to convince Zie Ling.
Can we try a
Yeah,
persuasion check?
So can we?
Okay, well, just because Dilys asked, who would the persuasion check be on? Are you thinking like persuading Zie Ling or persuading someone else?
Mustaq would persuade Zie Ling.
I think that Zie Ling is the one who's adamant about going with Cleopatra, and perhaps Rain as well. But I think Rain can be
I'm flexible.
convinced.
You can't
Jen,
say
would you
I'm
accept
flexible.
that? Would you accept a contested role?
Wait,
Or
if
do-
I go-
Can we convince the
Can't-
guys to
can't
just
hear you.
stay at the Demon Frog and wait for us?
Maybe. Sorry, Jen. Your mic was on, but we couldn't hear you anyway.
if I don't go with the contested role, what happens?
I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like Zie Ling wants to go to Cleopatra's place. Rain is on the fence, so probably. It is also on the fence, so probably. So at the moment, Lee is undecided. Backbone and I are kind of like in the K camp. So if Lee wants to come to the K camp, then you guys
Wait, I
can
was on the K camp before you were even on the K camp, man.
the Kiana camp.
Number one on K camp grounds, bitch.
The Kiana camp. The K camp.
You never
And
listened,
then
man.
Let's get back to it.
camp.
There's so much arguing.
I'm just trying to be diplomatic, guys. Find a solution.
Appreciate it. Okay, we got
So I
3K.
think if we can convince Zie Ling that everything will be cool with Cleopatra, then I think the others will agree as well, like it and Rain.
Yeah.
Would that be a correct assumption?
Ask Zie Ling.
Zie Ling?
I don't know if you can, because
Mhm.
it's not about whether you can persuade me or not. It's about, I just feel like I need to be with like Cleopatra wherever she goes.
Mustaq, I reckon you just gotta let people do what they want to do.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, we all agreed that after this whole Cobalt situation, we could go our different ways if we wanted to, right?
Hang on, I'm gonna do that formally. I'm gonna Liz puts her hand on Backbone's shoulder and goes, "Hey man, I get it. This party's growing on me too. But we just gotta let people do their things." I say that just so Backbone can hear.
Leo, do you want to come with us?
Hey?
Leo, do you want to come with us and we can
Why don't we ask Cleopatra?
go
Would
after
you-
we deliver all the weapons to Dugod?
True. You could come with us, and then you could go later.
Okay.
You could pick up some weapons for Dugod on the way.
No weapons. Don't give a weapon to a child. Bad idea.
Cleo, I'm going to say this. So Cleo brightens up at that suggestion from it. And she goes, and
What was the suggestion?
that
Come and
Cleopatra
hang
and
out with us at Dugod. No, at the other place.
Tarsus.
Tarsus.
Oh,
So-
okay. Okay.
So it is suggesting that Cleopatra and her three protectors
Henchmen.
follow you
Yeah.
to follow you northwest
To Tarsus.
to Tarsus, and then after you guys have sorted out, then everyone goes to Dugod.
Hmm.
Down.
Yeah, I can go with that.
southwest.
You have
Would
more.
that be cool with you, Zie Ling?
Kay wins because he has more bodyguards.
Yes.
And we get
Okay.
to hang out more before you have to stay at Dugod forever and ever.
Hmm.
And Cleopatra goes like, "Yeah, forever and ever."
Yeah.
Oh.
It.
In the opposite direction thing to go then.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Everyone cross their fingers.
Come on, it.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Cleopatra definitely likes this possibility, but then Tane walks up and goes, Oracle, we should not go with them. We have to take you to the temple as soon as possible, Oracle. You know that I speak the truth.
Cast message to it.
Sure, what do you say?
Hey, it, you still have that charm spell?
Hey!
No.
It's up to you. Oh, you don't have it?
No.
Oh.
Oh!
Ditched it.
Okay, well,
after that torture episode.
well, that's my idea gone. Sorry. Cut the line.
I have commands, but what should I command?
Wait, also hang on, because if you, let me just say that I believe if you charm or command someone, it usually doesn't last longer than, I think, an hour max.
Yeah, so once we're on the journey for an hour, we've made an hour's distance, and then at that point they have to decide.
Can anyone give me
that's-
inspiration to try and persuade Cleopatra again?
Let's just
Finger on the
wait. Patty talk though. Patty talk.
Patty.
If we split up, that would just mean like every time we play, like we'd have to be switching between stories.
Pretty much.
So I guess the question is like, are we okay with that or not?
I think
We'd
it'd just
have
be
to do,
what we're
like,
doing
one
right now.
episode.
I'm going to say that as the DM, what I might do is I might try to focus on alternating episodes. For a
Alternating.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would we meet up like altogether still, or?
Or we could just do the thing where with what we're doing now, where we're just kind of like cutscene, like
Cutscene,
the handsome bard goes here with the decrepit child, and then we go here, and then we go.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't mind either way, to be honest.
The handsome bard and the decrepit child does not sound like a good read.
It sounds like a pretty good Tim Burton movie. I'd watch that.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, you're not wrong. It does sound like a Tim Burton movie.
Hey man, it's weird, but it's quite intriguing. You watch it and you're like, oh, okay.
Yep, that is Tim Burton's whole shtick. What does the party want to do next?
Rock, paper,
Okay,
scissors.
we're back to the beginning.
Inspiration?
We're basically running.
I guess-
ourselves in
Try to
a
get a
circle.
20?
I guess we have to split.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Let's say, as the DM, if the bard chooses to inspire someone else, and you guys can figure out who has the highest modifier, you can try to roll more than 15 to convince Tane and the... I'm going to introduce the three characters now.
Okay.
I should have done this at the start. The half-elf female monk is known as Tang Tang. The human fighter who is missing half of his right leg is called Tane. And the dwarf cleric who has the brown piece of cloth over his eyes is known as Pierre.
Pierre. Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's a terrible French stereotype, guys.
I'm sorry.
definitely. Definitely.
And it's probably because of Disney movies now that I think about it. Anyway,
Who has the highest?
so the party can try and figure out who has the highest persuasion modifier.
It's definitely not me.
highest persuasion.
It's
It's definitely not me either.
I have 3.
Nice.
Who is the highest persuasion?
Oh, are you trying to?
Oh,
Is it you, Balasar?
Oh,
You
I
have
have
to
5.
inspire. Oh, you can inspire yourself.
it's
Wait, hang on.
I can't inspire myself now.
Mustaq, did you just say that you have a +5?
Yeah, persuasion.
Or persuasion?
What the fuck?
Hang on.
I'm very persuasive.
How much
Yeah,
is
Yeah, I have a
yours?
+5.
That makes
I'm
sense.
balling.
Am I looking at under ability checks? It
Yep,
says
under
under
ability.
+5 persuasion. Yeah.
Why have we never
Like
used it
Monks
before?
are known for
I have.
persuasion.
I just haven't. I've used it.
Okay,
I
so
just
I'm
haven't
going
used
to
it to
say...
persuade you to give me back my things.
You don't even know I have your thing. So what are you talking about?
I think
So-
backbone is 5 as well, guys.
Out
Yeah,
of
see,
game,
there you go. We'll go with
I'm going
backbone.
to say that if Balasar performs
If.
a song and gives Backbone inspiration, Backbone can try to persuade Tane and his group to escort you all, and then you can escort them down.
That
All or
sounds
nothing,
so
all or
dumb. They should just wait at
so
the
much
demon frog.
power right now.
They should just wait at the demon
Rain has a
frog.
point. Rain has a good point.
Yeah.
Why
Thank
don't they
you.
just chill out with the demon frog?
You know what they should do? They should stay at the
Because we're
demon frog
endangering
and
Cleopatra.
help
We take them.
Chester build that ramp for the fucking barn.
Well, I'm going to say that you can.
Wait a minute! You guys are like the devotees of the god of like the differently abled and the wisdom. So you should definitely
nice.
stay and help make
man,
this
that's
whole
good.
fucking town accessible for Chester.
It's meant to be.
It's your duty.
Well done, Rain.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to say that Rain, that was an actual outburst, right? And so
Yeah,
Tane,
yeah, yeah.
Pierre, and Tang Tang, they all go like, ah. And they look at Chester, and Chester's like, "Yep, I'm missing my leg."
No legs.
And Tane, oh, this is really interesting. Hey, roll me a d10, because that was really good.
Yeah.
Me? Oh no, I have no persuasion or.
No. This is just a d10. It's no ability.
Oh, I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. Okay. With that outburst, the three, I'm going to call them protectors, look at Cleopatra. Cleopatra just smiles there, nodding, like, yep, no legs. And then the three of them look at Kiana, and he goes like, it is true, like, maybe we could help him build a ramp, yeah? I feel like it's gone really Russian today. I'm so sorry. So without having to persuade, because just from the outburst alone, Tane talks. Tane looks at both Tang Tang and Pierre. Pierre, being blind, is constantly he almost seems to be kind of like sensing with his ears rather than his eyes, so his face is always like slightly off, not looking at things. And Tang Tang is just like signing over to Tane. Tane reads her hands and then goes, okay, and he approaches Kiana. Now, just because I don't want to, as the DM, roll for a character talking to another character, can I have 2 volunteers from the party?
I'll do it.
It's Backbone, cool. So can you please roll a D20, and this will see what Tane suggests to Kiana.
3.
Okay. So Tane goes, we can stay here and build a ramp if that is what the Oracle wants. I am not happy about this, but I will protect her with my life, and if she refuses to leave, then we have no choice but to help. Backbone, can you please roll me a D20?
By the way, I was suggesting they stay and make the whole town accessible for Chester.
Can I cast a
That would
message to
definitely give us enough.
You say that
That would definitely give us
14,
enough
then.
time to
14?
escort
Cool. Yep.
Kiana.
Okay, good to know, Ray. Thank you.
And also, it's the right thing to do.
Balasar, what do you want to cast? What do you want to say to Cleopatra via message?
Okay, so these are your options. Stay here. You can pick, and ramp. You don't even worry about that. But you can worry about the first bit.
Huh? I'm sorry. What do you mean, Uncle Balasar?
Pick whether or not you want to stay here, and don't listen to Rain. Bad influence.
That is such a question, Rain, and holy crap, that made me so uncomfortable.
Wait, what did Rain ask? Wait,
I don't want to repeat it. Anyway.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
I just said, is he mind fucking you? But not like that.
Shh. Sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry. As I said, Cleopatra, don't listen to Rain. Bad influence.
So, Backbone, you rolled a 16, was it?
14.
14, cool. Kiana, he looks very torn. He looks very shamed by what Rain has said.
Switch message to Kiana.
Wait, hang on.
Oh my god, so many messages, man.
Yeah, you're just like, it's just like you're just standing there texting everyone.
It's a cantrip.
And
It's a
they're right
cantrip.
Right here, man. Like,
It's a cantrip. I can use it.
Yeah, you can. Hang on. So, and Kiana goes, I feel like he looks very shamed by what Rain has said. He says, yeah, actually, maybe I should have built the ramp. He said, I'm sorry, Jester. I feel bad.
Oh, sometimes people just get busy. Like, bad
You know,
guy.
they're always good.
But also, I have to put my foot down and say that it's pretty shit how you've been treating Chester, everybody.
I didn't know you invented a bicycle that goes backwards.
Man, I feel like so many things are going over my head, but it's okay.
Backpedal.
Kiana talks to Tane, Chester, and Rita. and it's almost like they huddle while the party's on the outside, and the party can't really hear what they're saying.
This is how other people feel around us.
Yeah. And then like they gesture for Cleopatra to join them, and the rest of the party hears go, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, yeah, no, I like that. And then almost like as one, they all kind of turn and face the party, and Cleopatra goes, okay guys, so here's what we're gonna do. And she suddenly looks like really official, and she goes, so Uncle Rain, that was really smart, and I like what you said, and I think that yes, you have a point. We should always make all of these places accessible. She totally mispronounces accessible. It says accessible. Yeah, it was and she says,
I didn't know
so what's gonna happen is that Uncle Kiana is gonna stay here with Tane, and Tane like snaps to attention with Tang Tang. Tang Tang doesn't hear, so like Tane has to like sign to her that she's called her names. Like, oh, and then she also snaps to attention. No, sorry, she's not deaf. She's mute.
Isn't the other way around?
Yeah. So she snaps to attention, and then and to Pierre, and Pierre also snaps to attention. And they will build ramps, especially at the Demon Frog, and as many houses as they can until you guys come back.
Aww.
And then she says, but Kiana will tell you who to find in Tarsus to deliver these weapons to. You will take the shipment of weapons to Tarsus. You have to protect these weapons because... And then she leans in, and everyone can hear her in their minds. And it's a little bit weird because she hasn't really shown any like psychic abilities before. And she goes, because if you don't, a lot of people are going to die.
Oh, you can do that too.
And she smiles at Balasar and goes, yeah, but mine's better.
That's my girl.
Yes, ma'am. I think that sounds like a good idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I say we put Backbone in charge of the inventory. I don't trust your little sticky finger. You and your sticky fingers. I'm going to.
I don't care what you think, Balasar.
It's a fact. It's not an opinion.
Okay, all right, relax.
All
I
right.
think that's cool. Yeah.
So is the party happy with that?
Yeah,
Boost it.
that sounds like a great plan.
What do you want to say, Zie Ling?
Can I walk over to Cleopatra and say, do you promise me that you'll be safe here while I'm gone?
And she looks deep into Zie Ling's eyes, and Cleopatra's voice goes, I mean, yes, for now. I can promise that much. Things will definitely be a bit more dangerous in the years to come.
Ooh.
And she reaches out a hand to Zie Ling, expectantly for Zie Ling to kind of clasp her hand in hers. Does Zie Ling take it?
Yes.
Cool. So she touches Zie Ling's hand, and then very much like how Galadriel talked to Frodo when they first made it to, oh man, what was that place called? I don't remember right now.
Lothlorien. Oh, was it Lothlorien? I think it was Lothlorien.
Was it?
Yeah, because Mirkwood is where Legolas comes from, so I think
when Frodo first met Galadriel talked telepathically. Dilys is looking it up, so she'll tell us.
Is it Lothlorien?
Anyway,
is it?
So Zie Ling hears a telepathic message from Cleopatra, and it goes,
Lothlorien,
Nice. Good work, Nick. Yes, that was definitely chest bump worthy.
Oh, shot.
Every
What a nerd.
Wow.
yeah.
You're just upset because you didn't know.
What Zie Ling hears in their head from Cleopatra is, everyone in the party is going to be tested. I hope that you all succeed.
No one else can hear it.
No, only Zie Ling hears this, and she goes, Don't be too eager to abandon these people, because they are going to help you through some of the hardest times of your life. And then she goes, okay, thanks.
Oh, such a cutie.
And it's a really weird, awkward sight where Kiana beckons the party over. Chester, Rita, and the three protectors go and start like gathering materials and immediately start like working on the ramp at the Demon Frog.
Nice.
And Kiana goes, okay. Oh, this is a weird day, but it appears that we are all following Cleopatra. I always knew she was special. So Kiana, who didn't follow Kiana to the stables? Okay, cool. So to Lee, Backbone, and Zie Ling, he introduces the two horses that are pulling the wagon that has a lot of weapons inside it. I'm going to say you see at least 200 to 300 swords and quite a lot of bows and arrows in the back. There are definitely a lot of other daggers. And yeah, I'm just going to say like a lot of blades of different sizes. And he says, my horses who carry the wagon are named Freedom and Miracle. And at least one person will have to drive the wagon.
Oh, me.
I can do it. No, okay.
I'm going to say that Lee jumped immediately. So
You're the drunk driver. What the fuck?
Here I am.
Oh wait,
Are you good with horses?
Do I get my blades before we leave?
And Kiana says like, Balasar, I like you a lot, but you only gave me that order last night, and I have had no time to work.
You're killing me, Kiana. You're killing me.
And he goes like, no, if I was killing you, there would be a sword in your chest.
Ooh, I like the way you talk. Hey, Kiana.
I'm gonna miss that humor when I'm off.
Lee?
Can I turn to Chester and Rita and ask them, hey, do you guys have any more of that magic blue juice?
Toma?
Tom Gun.
Tom Gun?
And Rita goes, yeah, we have some in the back, but maybe after we've wrapped this up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like she says like, the way it's looking, I feel like we're gonna all be going off on various things, so we'll prepare a lunch and then we'll set off.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's cute.
Awake.
Kiana, could you please give us a list of the inventory and some kind of, I don't know, what do you call it, power of attorney or something, a letter saying that you sent us so people don't think we abandoned robbed you?
And he goes like, oh yeah, that is a good idea. I will give that to you shortly. Probably at lunch.
Give it to Backbone. Yeah, cool.
He's the only responsible one out of all of us.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Okay. Okay, so I'll have to write that down.
So are we having lunch now? Is it lunch?
Nope, not yet. Hang on. I think that
Backbone, we
Ling wanted to say something.
like a few hours.
Time for Kai.
Kai.
Did Zie Ling want to say something?
No.
No? Okay, cool. Okay, so in that case, first order of business is that Kiana issues out the 5 remaining horses, and he laughs and goes, he looks at it and goes, well, I guess you get your own horse now. So,
cool.
Jess writes down that you have 2 horses. Well, you're in charge of 2 horses called Freedom and Miracle, and you are driving the wagon.
In charge of Freedom and Miracle.
That's gonna be
baby.
fun.
Freedom to drive.
so
Miracle
I'm going to say
Railway.
that I will divvy up the horses via name. You get to choose what they look like.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
So,
I was gonna name my horse 7, but let's go with that.
7.
7. There are only 6 of them.
so Kiana,
It doesn't
Kiana
feel
points
right
to the
putting
other
them
5
under
horses.
equipment supplies. You know?
Yeah. or anywhere else that
They're
works for you.
expendable.
I'll put them somewhere.
We can eat them.
Kiana points to the other 5 horses.
Treasure.
These
That is what you are.
Oh my god.
these are on loan by the courtesy of Ron, the stable boy.
Oh,
Please
okay.
don't kill them. Please don't let
No.
them die. Please remember to feed and water them.
Of course.
Like
We would
plants.
never mistreat animals.
Oh.
He brings up the first.
Yeah.
He brings up the first one.
It
So
is
I'm gonna
exciting.
start rolling for stuff, and we'll see what their. What
Oh, they
their-
get stats?
Oh my god!
I might have to give them to you later. I'm just gonna tell you what their like general disposition is.
Demeanor.
I
Okay.
want the pretty one.
Okay, so the first one is Kala. And Kala seems very sweet-tempered, which might also mean that they might be very afraid in a fight. Who would like to take Kala?
Can't have that.
Backbone. So Backbone takes Kala. Kala.
Oh,
And then he brings up the next horse, who looks very tough, but also very grizzled. And he says, "This madam is Dolores, who would like to ride Dolores." So Dolores is probably the toughest of the 5 horses, but
Yeah,
also
there you
the
go.
oldest and the most set in her ways. All of this, you don't know whether it'll be good or bad. Who would like to take the Lady Dolores?
I'll
Rain.
take Lady Dolores.
And then you see he walks over to the next one. This is literally like a scene in Fast and Furious where they're just talking about the cars.
I want the stallion.
And so it's interesting that you say that, Balasar, because there are two male horses for sure. One of them is, the first one is Solomon. Solomon is probably the
Oh, that
youngest
sounds
one.
cool.
And
He's the youngest?
he's probably the youngest one.
Right.
And he looks like he's still a bit like
Oh,
very much like
yeah.
all over the place.
Right.
And there is a much more regal and laid back
Regal!
one called Sheffield.
Sheffield. Regal.
Mr.
Dibs.
Sheffield.
Dibs
Sure.
on the Regal.
Sheffield
So-
is so appropriate for Balasar.
So Balasar takes Sheffield. And then
He's-
is it only
he's-
Zie Ling and it's left?
Yeah.
Cool. So there is Solomon, who's the young stallion, and then there is another one who Kiana introduces as, and this one is my favorite. His name is Mohan. And Mohan looks like he's just standing completely still. And anyone who so Zie Ling takes Mohan, and that means that it
Hello,
takes
man.
Solomon. But let me just finish what I was going to say, and that so Mohan was staying completely still, and Zie Ling, when you walk up to Mohan and you look in their eyes, you are certain that you see a very, very intense fighter spirit.
Oh.
Oh.
So can everyone just to double check, can everyone read out the horses they're in charge of? And we'll start with Jess.
Freedom and Miracle.
Oh, actually, do you have an idea of what you would like them to look like, or would you like that to be next session?
Let's do, so Miracle looks like a grey and white sky, like patchy fur, really like
Aw.
nice and spotted. with like straight grey mane that's just a little bit messy, a little bit tousled by the wind. And Freedom is a black stallion with just a white cross that looks very similar to my 4-star pointed cross.
Oh, wow.
It's just meant to be. And a sultry look in its eye. That's Freedom.
Okay. Who took Kala?
I did. Backbone did.
And what would you
Can I
Kala
think
to
about
look
Kala's appearance? Can I tell you later?
like? Yeah.
Oh,
Can you do it at the end of the session, just since everyone there's no right or wrong.
Okay. He is it a he or she? Is it
You
or
choose.
they? Yeah, I think she. She's an old brown lady.
Old brown lady. Nice.
Yeah, with a little bit of can I have like purple? Is this meant to be like real horses or can they?
Hey, whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
Your horse, man. It's your horse.
She's got a little diamond purple thingy.
Who has Dolores?
Me. Rain.
Cool.
We could just make them all look like My Little Ponies, and that would be so funny. But wouldn't that be hilarious?
Purple
Like they
with
have that
sparkles.
apple on the butt, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like a unicorn, sparkly.
Oh man, this is
no,
too much power I gave you all of you.
I'm kidding. So Dolores is a jet black, full size, horse. I guess she must be like pretty lean, but yeah, like you said, a little old. Let's say she's like got a bit of a silver hair here and there on her mane, but apart from that, pretty.
Solomon?
Grey horse with freckles.
Grey horse?
Yeah, with like brown freckles.
Sheffield.
Oh, Sheffield. Black stallion with a white stripe that goes from the top of the head down to the nose.
Cool.
And then at the heels, like white stripes, like socks, kind of like like at the bottom of like near the hooves, like that. And then I guess not huge, not thin, but like that kind of wiry strength, like athletic, like he's fast, man. He's quick. He's not the biggest horse. He's not the smallest horse, but he looks very muscular and athletic and powerful.
I mean, all of this will still come down to rolls. I'm just letting you know now.
It's fine. Aesthetics is an important factor too.
Sure. Yes, they are. Mohan.
That like a really dark, sleek brown, like clover, and then
Like mahogany.
tail is black, yeah. Hair is black, braided. I meant braided, and then towards the feet it gets like blacker. So when it gets to the like the hooves, it's black.
I'm gonna say that Mohan isn't just a shade, like the shade of brown that he is chocolate indulgence.
Yes.
I remember seeing a comedian talk about that, where he walked into a paint store, figured out like what color brown he was, and it was known as chocolate indulgence.
So are we talking like 80% cocoa, 70% cocoa?
Probably at least.
Oh, like a golden, like
80.
Okay, 80. Oof, that's hot.
So very, very bitter.
Yeah.
No, because higher cocoa content is like a lot more bitter because
Yeah, but some
And
people
it's
like that.
also better for you.
Yeah, but I'm a
chocolate,
creamy
baby.
milk person myself, so
Um,
depends what you indulge in.
Diabetes is coming your way.
I prefer macchiato.
okay, so Kiana walks over to Backbone, and he hands you a piece of paper that has the inventory of the wagon. And he goes, I feel like I should pass this to Lee, but they told me to pass it to you. And on it, you see 300 swords, 150 spears, 150 daggers.
Okay.
And do we know like how much money he's supposed to get for it? And does it have a seal on it?
I'm going to say that it is on the piece of paper, but I have not figured that out yet. So I will.
Cool.
So we're meant to. I'm asking Kiana. So once we deliver this to, do we know the person that we're meant to go and deliver this to?
Yeah.
Or do we know?
And he says, "Please bring these. Please bring my wares to my friend at the Tarsus Forge."
The Tarsus
Forge.
Forge.
F-O-R-G, Forge.
F-O-R-G.
What's their name?
And who do we ask for?
Ask for my friend Yakamoto.
Yakamoto.
Ooh.
Can you describe Yakamoto, please?
I could, but let me tell you, Backbone. You will know him when you see him.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
And do we have a seal from Kiana? Or can he give us something?
Kiana says,
something
after lunch,
to say.
I will give you a letter.
A letter. Cool.
The letter
Perfect.
will have my name. It will have Yakamoto's name. It will talk about my forge here in Tongod, and it will talk about my smithy here in Tongod, and it will talk about the forge over in Tarsus. Also, after that, I was supposed to go and get some supplies for the town, but Rita and Chester will give you the list of supplies that we need for the town. However, I need you to do me a favor.
Backbone
who is in this conversation? I know Backbone is everyone else in the party in this conversation.
Are we still standing outside?
Yeah.
I guess I'm in this
just
conversation.
loitering around.
Okay.
I think Rain is in the
Freedom and
conversation.
Miracle. I'm listening from here.
Okay, cool. Then he goes, when you go to Tarsus, be sure, so this is very specific. After you go to the Tarsus Forge and look up Yakamoto, make sure you go and find the magic shop.
The magic shop.
The magic shop is run by my friend Singh.
S-I-N-G-H? Yeah.
No, S-E-N-G.
Oh, S-E-N-G. Right.
Never mind.
That's what I was thinking too. S-E-N-G.
Run by Singh. Okay.
Sang.
Okay.
Mr.
Right.
Singh is preparing a special, I will let him surprise you. He is preparing a special something for me personally, but I believe that all of you should know him because he is the kind of person who will probably, I don't know if you will be able to afford his wares when you go there this time around, but in the future, it is something that you will want to go
Mr. Singh.
visit him. Mr.
Oh, a name like
Hey,
magic
can we have
shop.
some
Yeah.
coin for the road? Like,
Okay, I'm just gonna ask everyone to
Anyway.
call how much they currently have in terms of money.
25 gold coins.
Cool,
27
31.
gold coins.
cool,
31.
cool.
47.
Ooh, man,
Oh,
My goodness.
damn.
I got 36.
cool.
Why are you guys stealing things from me then?
It's not about the money.
Diana goes like, well, I mean,
Is priceless.
I cannot give you any money right now, but later if you ask Jester and Rita over lunch, I'm sure that they can prepare you with some coin.
Cool.
So what is the agreement that we have with Kiana that he's going to pay us after we do the delivery?
Oh, we're just doing this.
Does anyone?
No, it was like a favor, right? For
favor.
Chester.
Because he
I
made
see, I
rules
see.
and stuff.
The
Cool, cool,
legalities
cool.
of the agreement that happened last night was that
Oh,
you do this as
I was a bit drunk, sorry.
of your agreement with Chester and Rita,
Oh,
where imagine that escorting Kiana's wares to Tarsus and then back would be the same as them doing what they can to provide you with food, lodging,
yes.
weapons, and money.
Cool. Yep.
And so
Exactly,
you're
yeah.
essentially on loan from the demon frog to Kiana.
Yeah. Sure. We're like, what's the word? Subcontractor.
Yeah.
Subcontract. I can get used to this life.
And he goes,
After that.
remember to invoice me.
As long as we get a remittance,
What's an invoice?
a remittance notice for tax purposes.
Yeah. I am going to say
Lunch.
that we will all do a quick check here in terms of animal handling to see how well you get along with your mounts.
Oh my
And
god.
then
Yes.
very quickly, some things will happen for Chester, Rita, and Kiana, and then we were going to end it. But
Okay.
we will just do that now. So everyone roll me an animal handling check.
Okay.
16.
16? Cool.
Hang on.
Wow, look at that.
I give me extra.
I got 11.
11? Cool.
I got 13 plus 2, 15.
I got 5. No, we need a miracle. My baby.
Real dice is really harsh these days.
Can we re-roll at some point down the track?
Actually, you need to roll twice. You need to roll twicely because you have 2 horses.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
13 plus 2.
Jess doesn't realize I'm making her roll individually.
UT.
What did you
I
get?
got 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay. Balasar, what did you roll?
18 plus 2
A natural
is
20.
20.
And
Yes! Fist bump! Pump!
What did you roll, Zie Ling?
18.
18? Cool. So
15 for me. Yeah.
I'm going to say that's actually pretty good. And so the one who struggles the most is Rain.
This is so
Not,
satisfying.
not in a bad way. Like you managed to get Dolores on your side, but like Dolores kind of like walks in circles and kind of like you have to like motion her.
Am I watching this all the
eventually
time?
She gives in, and the two of you find an agreement. However,
Yeah.
for Lee, okay, sure. Ankita, what do you want to say?
Oh, I was just saying, like, part of my background says that I can, like, easily produce simple weapons or horses for use. So I should be, even though Dolores is, like, kind of, you know, hard to deal with, like, I should be able to deal with her.
Yeah. No, you totally do deal with her. You just struggle the most at the start.
Cool.
Like it's
Perfect.
almost like Dolores
Perfect. That's why I
smells
picked her.
you
I was like,
and then doesn't want to have it. She's almost annoyed that you picked her, but eventually you get her under control.
nice.
Lee,
Good match.
however,
Testing each other.
I'm going to say that Freedom loves you immediately, and Miracle tries to kick you.
Oh.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. And it takes you a long time to hitch Miracle up to the wagon. Like they've already been there this whole time, but they haven't been. No, actually, have they been hitched up?
They would have. Right?
Yeah, they
I
would
thought
have
they
been
were
hitched up.
already attached.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that they would have been hitched up, and you try to say hi, and Miracle try to kick you, and then you couldn't control them for ages, even though you were sitting behind them with the reins, and they just kept walking in circles because Miracle refused to move.
It was just like skidding.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
making a loop. Fuck.
Everyone else
Donuts.
bonds with your horse very quickly. Yes, Jelling.
Oh.
Can I go up to Mohan and bow and you speak with animal?
You know what's the funny thing about this? I always forget that Jelling has this ability, and I never prepare an animal voice for Jelling. So I'm always like, oh no, what do I do? Yes, please, you speak with animals, and let's find out what he's going to say.
That's very cool.
I
Bow.
love it.
I say, hi Mohan, my name is Zie Ling.
And
I look forward to our journey together, and I will look after you, so I hope you do the same for me.
Amazing. Mohan does the same thing where he like bows on his four. On his fours.
Aww.
And like Kiana goes like, "Oh my god, I have never seen Mohan do that before, even though he is my favorite." And Mohan gets back to full force, and then goes, and you hear a very deep voice in your mind that goes, "Hello, Zie Ling. It is lovely to meet you. My name is Momo Han. My friends call me Mohan for short. I will be delighted to go on this journey, and I think that you and I will become friends." I was going to snap my fingers. He doesn't have fingers to snap.
What a start.
You and I will become friends like this.
In a real swaggering way.
And even though he's having like a really serious, like it feels like you're meeting royalty, in that moment, he poops. And he completely ignores it. But for Zie Ling, it's a little bit like, did you just... Oh, okay. Yep.
There's more where that came from.
Yeah.
I can tell why he's Kiana's favorite. He's got a similar swag going on.
and Mohan like just goes, just remember that keep the food coming, please.
I will.
At that point, I'm going to say that Kiana returns with a letter and a chain that he was wearing around his neck, and it has a crest on it, which is a big hammer in front of tongs on fire. Sorry, a big hammer in front of an anvil on fire. And he says, "This will work as a seal. Think of it as a passport. It will get you where you need to go. And when Yakamoto sees that, he will know I sent you." Was there anything else that you guys requested from them? Money, right?
Money. Get rid of money.
Oh, weapons, but then later.
Yeah.
Rita and Chester,
Oh, yeah.
he told us to...
He told you to what?
He said that Rita and Chester would like prepare some package or something for us for the road.
Yeah. So I think we'll start off next session with everyone having lunch before heading out.
Cool.
And I'll try and figure out what's like the most unexpected meal that everyone can
Yeah.
but
Food. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But what happens is that so Rita comes out and she says to everyone like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. We don't have that much coin on us right now. We only really have. We were gonna give you a much bigger bonus later, but Kiana said that you might need some now, just in case. Think of it as per diems for when you get to Tarsus. There's a lot that you can buy there, a lot that you can find there if you want to." And she hands over a big money pouch that contains 350 gold, and it is up to you how you divide it. But she hands
Did she hand it to Backbone?
Yeah, she hands
And
it
then
to
Backbone can divvy it
Good.
up? Yeah.
Good.
Good.
I really appreciate that, Rita. I mean, you know, it's not easy to.
Yeah.
You're already struggling.
And she just like looks at Lee and goes like, "Please come back. That's important."
What did we do last time? We came back.
Your wish is our command, Rita.
Cool. I'm gonna say let's end it there. And I'm gonna say that next session there will definitely be fighting for Zie Ling.
Ooh.
Just
Just stealing.
Everyone.
That's Zie Ling will watch.
she's really,
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it's gonna be a
loved.
test.
Good?
I'm tired.
Good.
Man, hang on one second. What did I prepare last time? Cool, so we're gonna bring it to an end there. Thank you so much for watching. I have been joined by. Oh, so remember
What's
to say
everyone? Anyone got plans?
what?
Oh, sorry, I was just filling the time. Don't worry, I was just asking everyone's weekend plans so they can have after.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. But let's wrap up first. Oh man, where's my sign up? I forgot what I usually say.
Something matter, dude.
Jess is frozen.
Anyway, okay. So let's just
Doesn't matter.
say your character and who you played, race, class if you want. So Ankita.
Thanks for joining us, guys. I played Rain, who's a monk Asamar.
Jess.
Jess is frozen.
Oh no, Jesus
Oh no, we lost
Oh.
Jess. Oh no, Jess is still
Jess,
here.
you're here.
Oh, shit,
Cool.
jeez.
Cool.
Just
It's
to
so
the end
funny.
there, eh?
Because I just said and Jess can sign out. Who
Go out the way we came, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Go away. I'm going to sign out with my blurb that I didn't get to say at the beginning. So I'm Jess. I was playing lead Dragonblood, the Dark Elf Paladin, a self-righteous jungle warrior with a drinking problem, a fierce enemy, and a lofty friend. Lee answers to no one, but her ears will tingle at she. Oh yeah, all that stuff.
Thank you, Mustaq.
Oh, and Mustaq, I played Backbone, Tiefling Cleric. See you next week.
Yay.
Nicholas.
Hey, you know me. I play Balasar Dracodandian, the sexy, mysterious, but for some reason, oftentimes getting things stolen from him, musician, bard.
Jen.
One of those is true.
Sexy?
No. Leave it up to the audience.
Joining us, everyone. I've been Zie Ling, and it's been fun.
And Dilys.
Signing out for that kid.
Cool. Thank you for joining us. Remember to wash your hands, and in case your family members or your friends haven't asked you today yet, have you eaten? Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.